Welcome everybody. Let's take a look what happened in the stock market today. As always, we're going to start with the weekly chart. So this is the week right here, this little candlestick right here. Got a range of about 61 going on. This is a very busy time as far as cycles. For those who are not familiar with cycles, you can see the cycle lows down into here, right? This one way over here. This one, this here came down. This cycle, this big green cycle, has been very, very strong, right? Ooh, my goodness, what a strong cycle. Very bullish. So there's actually a July 6th, this big green cycle right here is July 16th is what I have it at. Also July 3rd, which is the middle of this blue cycle. So there's a tendency for price to stall or decline in the middle of cycles. So there's a whole lot going on here. July 3rd to 16th, August 13th. A lot of activity right here for cycles lows and cycles stalling. So kind of keep an eye on all this. We got some divergence going on here. Market's very strong. And this little pullback we're having ain't much of a pullback at all, yeah? But we're not out of the woods yet on this thing. As we switch over to the daily chart. Okay, so here we are on the daily chart. Whoop, whoop. And you can see that, yesterday was a decent day. I think it was like 50, 53. Yeah, today was a really tight, oh my gosh, today was very tight trading. A range of only 31, really small candlestick. A lot of whipsaw up and back, just a day that was probably for most people hard to trade. Just one of those days where, the range was really small, and we'll get to the trade of the day in a minute here and talk a little bit more about that. But we can see down here in the Stochastic Momentum Index, this indicator right here, it looks like it wants to bounce. The MACD did roll over here a little bit. It has crossed over to the downward, right? It's not strongly crossed over, but it's crossed over a little bit. But that SMI, it's looking like it wants to go, up. Now here on this chart, as far as the cycle lows go, they're a little bit, the way I got them here, they're a little bit different than the weekly. The July 3rd is close enough to this June 25th. July 3rd be about right here. And it looks like we're coming out of this cycle low here, right? Just slowly coming out of it. Could be some consolidation in here. Okay. But on the daily chart, the next cycle low would be way over here, August 10th. So, to me, it looks like this does want to rise up and, and go up into the middle of this cycle here. Maybe like, July 21st, kind of the middle of the cycle. So far, just these 2 days for this, 3 days, but these Tuesday and Wednesday here, looks like, the cycle low may slowly be coming out of that, and both a decline and coming out of it are just really small candlesticks. Look at all these tiny candlesticks. So the market's trading really tight. Okay, let's look at the trade of the day. All right, here we are on the 15-minute chart for the trade of the day. There's 3 different charts that get streamed to the members: 5-minute, 15-minute, and 1 hour. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're watching this video. If you're interested in membership, I'll talk about that at the end here. But there were 2 pretty nice trades. But the big one that stands out here was this one right here at 8:15 my time. East Coast, that'd be 9:15. So you got this alert right here on the Get Us Plus indicator, my own indicator. And, it's saying there's a possible trade here. And I think by the time we got to like maybe right around here, this candlestick here, take the trade. Now, obviously you have to go through sweat out this candlestick here a little bit. Okay, but basically if you take the trade right there on this green candlestick right here, just as the SMI starting to cross over, and the market was choppy, so day trading is not for the faint of heart, right? You really got to be able to know how to stay in a trade. A lot of people emotionally just can't handle it. But in any case, if you get into the trade right here, you would have ridden all the way up You can see the market stalled right there, but the MACD was telling you, don't worry about it, just keep on going. It tracked sideways for about maybe for about 45 minutes, and then continued up, and eventually got exhausted up in here and turned over. You're looking at, let's see, 44.07, and this closed at 44.27. That's 20 points. You were going to have to brave out this candlestick here, brave out this stalling price through here. And if you could do all that, it's 20 points. I think what people don't realize is when you're trading during the intraday session, these candlesticks are vacillating up and down and up and down and up and down. There's a lot of, you notice how these candlesticks, a lot of them have lower and upper wicks. There's an upper wick here, lower wick here. Same thing with this one, upper wick, lower wick. So that's often much different than, look at pre-market. Look how smooth these candlesticks are. You notice how they don't have lower and upper wicks? They just usually have one wick on one side. Here's one that does have both, but all the rest of these are smooth, right? So that's the difference between intraday and outside of intraday trading. So we're looking at futures, right? When you're intraday, there's a lot of whipsaw going on, even within one 15-minute candlestick. This is what catches a lot of traders out when they're not used to day trading. They try to jump into day trading, and the vacillation in one candlestick can really, you could lose money fast because people are jumping in and out of trades and don't know how to stay in it. Right? It takes some time for the uninitiated to get used to trading during the intraday session. That's just what I'm trying to convey to you. But in any case, this really was the trade of the day right here, and then just ride it all the way up. This wasn't bad either. This alert, really this larger alert, which came in, looks like about right here. And you'd have to wait it out for about 15, 20 minutes, whatever, right in here, and then take the trade on the downside. Yeah, it was a little bit early, but I would have taken it, if I was going to take that trade, I'd take it right here on the back side, as soon as this SMI closed on this big red candlestick right here. As soon as it closed like that, and it looked like it was rolling over, you take the trade on the close, and you just enjoy this candlestick right here. About 12, almost 13 points, really nice trade. Okay, over here on the Discord server, this is where all of the services happen for the members, which, by the way, we got some new members that have been coming in. Welcome, new members. If you are a new member or you're an existing member and you want to get the nightly emails, because I always send out nightly email on the S&P 500 with a chart attached to the email, make sure you put your email address in the emails only channel, okay? And then I'll pick it up and you'll be part of the nightly emails, okay? But getting back to the S&P 500 that we just saw on the charts with the trade of the day, those will get us plus indicator, when it indicates on the live streaming charts for the members, also gets sent here to the Discord server. So you can see right here, look at all these alerts that came in. Look at them all. Right, this is all the way from like midnight last night. Because remember, futures trade almost 24 hours a day, right? And all the way through the day. There's some other ones down in here, but doesn't really matter. So some of those trades of the day that I talked about are actually in here. They were alerted in here. So members get that on, some of them are on desktops, some of them are on laptops, some of them might be on their mobile phones. Okay, which, by the way, if you're going to sign up for the membership, sometimes mobile devices are having a really hard time signing up. That's Discord, that's got nothing to do with me. So you may have to try to sign up on either a Windows desktop or a Windows laptop. Do that first, get all signed up, okay, and then use your mobile app after that, okay? I'll talk about the membership here in a little bit. But anyway, back to the alerts. This is what the members get, the S&P 500 alerts. For those that want to trade gold as a commodity, right? I trade gold sometime. That's where the alerts will go for the gold. Crude oil. A lot of people like to trade crude oil. I trade that from time to time. Stock alerts. These are the top 30 stock for both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ get alerted in here. That's a really busy channel, but it is what it is. And there's opportunities in there, and it's up to the trader to pick out which ones they want to trade. Okay, daily only alerts. You'll notice this one actually had an alert today because that's got a little dot next to it. This is for people who more like want to do swing trades, okay? Longer term trading. You're not interested in doing day trading. Maybe you're working a job and you don't have that kind of time to watch day trading charts, right? You might be interested in looking at this daily only alerts channel. That would be more like swing trades. meaning there's a possible trade on a symbol or symbols that are in this channel, which would be more like swing trades, right? Something that's happening over a longer time frame. Okay. And then we have premium symbols. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But at this point, if you like everything you're seeing in this video, with all the alerts and the emails that go out every night, click on the first comment in this YouTube video. It'll be pinned to the top, the very first comment. It's going to bring you over to this server. Okay, and then you're going to click on server subscriptions. Now, you may have to download the Discord app. If you're new to Discord, go over to discord.com, download the app first. Okay, there's a web version, but most people are going to want the app either loaded on their desktop, their laptop, or even on their mobile device. Okay, so make sure you download the Discord app first. Okay, and then click on the link with whatever device you downloaded the Discord app in. Okay, that's important. And then you're going to come to this server, get a server, and then you're going to click on server subscriptions right here. Okay. And when you do that, it's going to bring you to this web page. Guys and gals, let me tell you something. $7.99 for all the services that I give. I always say this, and it's true. I see people charging hundreds of dollars for services to do less than what I'm doing. But I honestly, and I mean this sincerely, in this world with inflation, I just don't think it's appropriate to be charging people $50, $100, $200 a month or whatever it is. Okay, so I do my best to keep the prices low and keep the membership reasonable so people can actually participate, right? And spend more time trading and not spending a bunch of money on a service, right? So I try to keep the service at a reasonable price. That is extremely good value. Okay, and this is everything you get with the service, again, that resides in the Discord server. That's where all the membership services take place, is on the Discord server. Okay, but I talked about the streaming charts, 5, 15 minute, 1 hour. If you become a new member and you want to know where the streaming charts are, just look at all the way on the left and the bottom pane. It'll be like an area you can scroll down at the bottom, and that's where the stream takes place. And you just click on that, and it'll bring you into the streaming charts channel. Okay. The S&P 500 alerts, I talked about that. In here is also dailies. You get the 5, the 15 minute, the 1 hour, and the daily, right? The top 30 stocks, talked about that. Alerts for that. Okay, and the top 30 stocks in S&P 500 and NASDAQ, almost all of them are optionable. That's why I only picked the top 30. Because a lot of the members that come in want to trade options. I'm not going to put in some, cheesy stocks that you can't trade options on and the spread is horrible. So, we're going to stick with the type of stock symbols that people can trade, both just straight up trading or do options. Yeah, this also includes daily as well here. Okay, the premium symbols, that's the same Get Us Plus logic that I have on the charts. Also, at the end of each day, it goes and gets the future symbols. It gets the optionable stock symbols. It gets industries, right? Because big funds rotate their money in and out of sectors and subsectors and industries, right? These are just files. You pick them out of the channel, and you look at the symbols and you decide what you want to trade. Any symbols that may qualify for being shorting, look like they could be shorted, those are in there as well. I already talked about the nightly email, so make sure you put your email address in the emails only channel if you want to get the nightly email, okay? And of course, the YouTube videos are for everybody because I want everybody to get my opinion about what's going on in the stock market. Okay, everybody, happy trading, everybody. Hope everybody had a good day. And it was a tight day of trading, but sometimes those are days the way they are. Okay, we'll talk to you all real soon again next time.